making English easy for everyone.
Speak English with Jay and May.
Hey, English learners! Welcome back to Speak English with Jay and May, your cozy little place to build your English confidence. I'm May.
Hello, May, and hello, everyone. I'm Jay. How are you today, May?
I'm doing really well, Jay. Actually, I was just thinking about something funny on my way here today.
Oh, yeah? What happened?
So I was texting my friend, and I wrote, "I will meet you there." And she replied, "When exactly?" And I realized I forgot to say soon. Just one word changed everything.
Wow, that's so true. One little word makes such a big difference.
Exactly, and that's what we're talking about today, adverbs. Specifically, the 12 essential adverbs you need to speak English fluently every single day.
Ooh, I love this topic because honestly, I use adverbs all the time and I don't even notice.
That's the thing, Jay. When you use adverbs naturally, your English suddenly sounds so much more real, so much more human.
And less like a textbook.
Exactly. Less like a robot, more like a real person. So today, we're going to break down 12 powerful adverbs, one by one, with real examples you can use starting today.
I'm so ready. But wait, before we dive in, May, should we tell our listeners something important?
Oh, yes. Jay, go ahead.
Okay, friends, if this podcast is helping your English, please subscribe, like, share it with a friend, and turn on notifications. We drop a new episode every single day, so you never want to miss one.
Every day, people. We work hard for you. All right, let's go. Adverb number 1. Actually.
Oh, I use this one so much. What exactly does it mean, though?
So, actually is used when you want to say something is true, maybe something a little surprising, like, I actually enjoy waking up early. It means maybe you didn't expect it, but it's true.
You mean like correcting something or adding a surprise?
Yes, exactly. Or when someone thinks one thing, but the truth is different. Like if someone says, "Is this restaurant expensive?" and you say, "Actually, it's pretty cheap."
Oh, that's so useful. So it's like a gentle way to say, let me give you the real information.
Perfect. You got it, Jay. And native speakers use actually all the time, every single conversation. So start adding it in.
Okay, next one. What's adverb number 2?
Number 2 is really. Now this one seems simple, but wait, here's the interesting part. Really doesn't just mean very, it also shows emotion.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, think about this. I'm tired versus I'm really tired. You feel the difference, right? The second one, you feel it in your body.
Oh, yes. I'm really tired. Sounds like you need to sleep for 3 days.
Exactly. And you can also use it as a question. Really? Just one word, and it means, wow, are you serious? I'm surprised.
So really works as a question, too. That's so cool.
Yeah, like if I say, I ate an entire pizza by myself, you say, really?
I would never judge you for that, May. Okay, adverb number 3, what is it?
Number 3, just. Oh, Jay, this one is so powerful and so underused by learners.
Just. Like, I just woke up?
Yes, that's one way. It means something happened a very short time ago. But just can also mean only or simply, like just breathe, or it's just a small problem.
You mean like it makes things sound smaller, less scary?
Exactly right. Just softens things. It makes your English sound more relaxed and natural. Instead of, "Can you help me?" you can say, "Can you just help me for a second?" Sounds much friendlier, right?
Wow, yeah, it does. Okay, I'm gonna start using just more. All right, number 4.
Number 4, definitely. This is your confidence word, Jay. When you say definitely, people know you are sure, no doubt.
Like, I will definitely be there.
Perfect example. And compare that to just saying, I will be there. Definitely adds power. It adds certainty, like you really mean it.
So if someone asks, do you want to come to the party? Instead of just yes, I say,
Definitely. And they feel so good hearing that. It's warm, it's enthusiastic.
I love that. Okay, this is where things get interesting. What's number 5?
Number 5, probably. Now, this is the opposite of definitely. This is when you think something is true, but you're not 100% sure.
Oh, like it will probably rain today?
Yes, perfect. You think it will rain, but maybe not. You're like 70% sure. And this is so important in daily life because we don't always know things for certain.
True. Like when someone asks, is the store open? And you say, it's probably open, but let me check.
Exactly. It's honest, it's natural. You're not pretending to know everything, and that's how real people talk.
That's really helpful, actually. See, I just used really and actually in the same sentence.
Yes, it's already becoming natural for you. Great. Okay, number 6, almost.
Oh, almost, I know this one. Like almost done?
Right. Almost means very close to something, but not quite there yet. Like, I'm almost ready, or I almost missed my bus this morning.
Oh no, did you really almost miss your bus, May?
Yes, I was running, Jay, running in my shoes, holding my coffee. It was a whole moment.
That's such a relatable story. Okay, so almost means you were very close but not exactly.
Exactly. And learners mix this up sometimes. Almost is different from already, so be careful there.
Good tip. Okay, number 7, what do we have?
Number 7, already. And Jay, imagine this situation. Your friend calls you and says, "Hey, did you eat?" And you say, "I already ate." What does that mean?
It means I ate before you asked. I did it earlier than expected, maybe.
Yes, already means something happened before now, maybe sooner than expected. Or it can show slight surprise, like, you already finished your homework?
Wow, like that's faster than I thought.
Exactly. And kids hear this a lot. Did you already brush your teeth?
Yes, my mom said that every night. Okay, this is so good. Number 8?
Number 8, still. Now, still is interesting because it has different feelings depending on how you use it.
You mean like, I'm still waiting?
Yes, that's one way. Still means something continues. It hasn't stopped yet. Like, I'm still learning English. It started before and it's continuing now.
Oh, so still shows something is ongoing.
Right. But here's the other side. Still can also show surprise that something hasn't changed yet. Like, you still haven't called her?
That sounds like something a mom would say.
Exactly. Or a best friend. It means, why is this still happening? It should be done by now. The tone changes everything.
Tone is so important in English. Okay, we're at number 9 already. Wait, I just used already again.
You are on fire today, Jay. Okay, number 9, suddenly. This one is for storytelling. It's magic for stories.
Ooh, I like it. Like something happens without warning?
Yes. Imagine you're telling a story. I was walking in the park, everything was quiet, and then suddenly it started raining so hard.
That jump suddenly really makes you feel the moment.
It adds drama, it adds energy, and you won't believe what happened next. I forgot my umbrella.
Of course you did. So suddenly is great for making stories exciting?
Absolutely. And this is where things change in your English level. Once you start using suddenly, your stories become so much more fun to listen to.
I need to use this. Okay, number 10.
Number 10, quickly. Simple word, huge value. It means in a short time with speed. She quickly finished her work. Or, can you quickly check this for me?
You mean like it adds speed to the action?
Exactly. And notice how quickly changes the feeling. Can you check this? Sounds normal. Can you quickly check this? Sounds like I need it soon, but still polite.
Oh, that's a nice way to ask for something urgent without sounding rude.
Right. And in texting culture, people write quick question all the time. It's the same energy. Fast, friendly, polite.
Love it. Okay, number 11. We're almost there.
You used almost again. Number 11, clearly. This one is great for when you want to explain something or show that something is obvious.
Like, she is clearly upset.
Yes, clearly means it's easy to see or understand. He clearly forgot about the meeting. Or, this is clearly the best coffee I've ever had.
That's very specific. You really love your coffee, May.
I do. To be honest, clearly is also great when you want to sound calm and confident. Instead of saying obviously, which can sound a little rude, clearly sounds smarter, more composed.
Oh, that's a great tip. Clearly sounds professional. Obviously can sound kind of sarcastic.
Exactly. Context matters. Use clearly when you want to be strong, but still kind. Okay, are you ready for the last one?
Number 12, let's go.
Number 12, honestly. Jay, this might be my personal favorite adverb.
Really? Why?
Because honestly does something beautiful. It tells the listener, I'm about to say something real, something from my heart. Like, honestly, I was a little nervous before this podcast today.
Wait, you were nervous? Even you?
Even me, sometimes. And when I say honestly, it makes people feel closer to you. It builds trust. It's vulnerable in a good way.
That's so true. I feel like when someone says honestly, I lean in. I want to hear what they say next.
Exactly. It's a connection word. And it's also great when you're giving your real opinion. Like, honestly, I don't think that's a good idea.
So it softens a strong opinion, like a friendly warning.
Yes, it makes hard truths easier to say and easier to hear. That's the power of honestly.
Wow, okay, I feel like we just learned so much. 12 adverbs. Let's do a super quick run-through, May. Just the words.
Love it. Actually, really, just, definitely, probably, almost, already, still, suddenly, quickly, clearly, honestly.
12 adverbs, 12 tools to speak better English every day. That's incredible.
And you know what's amazing, Jay? These words are not new. You've probably heard them before. But today, you understand how and when to use them. That's the real upgrade.
Yes, knowing a word and knowing how to use it, those are two completely different things.
Totally. Let me give you one more little challenge before we wrap up. Try to use all 12 adverbs today, in messages, in speaking, in your head, wherever you can.
Oh, that's a fun challenge. Listeners, try it with us. Pick 3 adverbs from today and use them in real conversations today.
Yes, and here's the thing. You'll probably feel a little weird at first, but that's actually how you grow.
You mean like uncomfortable is normal when you're learning?
Exactly. Every time you feel that little discomfort, that's your brain leveling up. Seriously.
I love that. Okay, so to quickly summarize, adverbs are small words, but they carry so much feeling, so much meaning.
Right. They're like the seasoning in your English. Without them, your language is still okay, but with them, it's so much better, so much more flavorful.
That's such a good analogy. Clearly, May is a great teacher.
You used clearly. I'm so proud of you right now.
I'm definitely improving. Okay, and before we go, don't forget, friends, if this episode helped you, please subscribe, share it with your English learning friends, leave us a comment, and turn on that notification bell. We release new episodes every single day.
Every single day. We are here for you always. Okay, Jay, before we close, I have a question for our listeners.
Oh, I love a closing question. What is it?
Here's your question for today, everyone. Which of these 12 adverbs do you already use every day? And which one is completely new for you? Tell us in the comments.
Yes, we read your comments. We love hearing from you. It honestly makes our day.
It really does. So drop a comment, say hi, tell us where you're listening from today. We love our global family.
All right, English learners, thank you so much for spending this time with us. Keep practicing, keep showing up, and remember,
your English is getting better every single day, even when you don't notice it. We'll see you tomorrow.
bye everyone. See you next time.